Hi everybody, it's the Soap Man, and you guessed it, it's time to cut the soap I made yesterday. Cut one piece, it turned out great. This is possibly the best one I've made yet. This is the fourth time I've done it. So here we go with the rest of it. The last post I made about the soap cutter not cutting right. It's doing beautifully this time. The wire's nice and tight. I'm cleaning it every time, always, but I've done this before. I've always made sure the wire had a nice high pitch. You know, when I pluck it. This soap's a little softer, that might be what it is, but it's just going right through it, making a nice clean cut. I'm doing it pretty fast too, but it's making a nice smooth cut on the soap. I'm happy with it. Well, no, you know what? Nope. I'm getting those marks on the sun too. And if I don't smooth those out, they'll turn white. They'll dry out essentially and turn white. That's about as tight as I dare make it. But nonetheless, this looks great. This is the best one I've made. Beautiful, love this. This is one of my favorites. I was going to post the video that I made the last time, the one I didn't post because it was so bad, and I decided who wants to watch a terrible video, so yeah, I decided against it. It's in the computer on the archives. But I'm getting to a point, I'm getting ready to start doing some of my favorites again from last year. And this is obviously one of them. Now these are cutting pretty nice now. Getting nice smooth surface again. So maybe a soft soap is the bet. I almost cut it this morning before I went to work. It had been about 12 hours. It was still slightly warm, so it was still saponifying just a little too much since it had a little tiny bit of residual heat. Decided to wait. It's been about 22 hours. And it's still pretty soft. Gosh, this looks nice. And so far the scent has stuck with it relatively well, but we'll see what happens when it cures. I've just not had good luck getting essential oils or any type of scent, essential or fragrance oils, to stick in my cold process soap. I love this. Love those layers. Beautiful. All the way through. Alright, I'm just about to finish up here. Now, next week, I'll go ahead and finish this up on camera and talk to you just a minute. Next week, I'm planning to do a hot process batch. I haven't done hot process soap in a while. And the last time I did it, no, take that back. One of the times when I made this Sahara Sunset soap, I had a lot of my pre-mixed colorants already ready. I had a lot of them left over, in other words. And I do this time as well. And the last time that happened, I wasn't recording then. I wasn't putting things on YouTube at the time. So I didn't record it, and I wish I would have. Because I took those pre-mixed colorants that I had left over and put them into my hot process. And I put them in the mold. I separated them out into 4 colors. And just, of course, you know, hot process is usually pretty thick. I plopped it into the mold. And then took a spoon and swirled it like that. I'll show you here in just a second. And it really turned out to be a really, really nice looking soap. It was actually one of my favorite hot process soaps I've ever made. I generally can't get too terribly creative on hot process because, you know, I have that thick batter. Alright, I'm going to leave this one just a little bit thicker because if you remember when I put the sun in, it wasn't quite long enough to go all the way through, so it doesn't go all the way through to the back, but this little bit thicker bar still has the sun on the front, so I'm going to leave that one just like it is. So here we have it. Very, very pleased with this. Really happy the way it turned out. So I'll let that cure for 4 to 5 weeks and give it out. But I have black, pink, and yellow. I'll mix up a little bit of orange and white. No, actually I think I left the orange out. Black, pink, yellow, and white. And I just took the colors and sort of layered them as best as I could, and then took a big spoon and just like the one that I'd saved before, kind of put it in and pull it up and twist it like this. Turned out to be a really, really neat looking bar of hot process soap, and I used those colors, they didn't go to waste. So that's what I'm planning on doing next Saturday, and I will see you then. It's Friday evening. You all have a great weekend. Thanks for watching, and bye.